Salam.
Do we need the stand? Are you sure we need the stand? This thing? I don't think we need it.
You don't need it? Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be bad if one of us is standing there going like that.
Okay, okay.
I'll move it back.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Bismillah. Everyone, inshallah, we're going to start a program. So we're requesting everyone to come forward. Okay. Now we need one thing from everyone, from the kids over here, that we need to be attentive and try to be silent. Okay? Is everyone being attentive? Inshallah, we will start the program with recitation from Quran. We have a Hafiz with us, Hafiz Murtada, mashallah. He came here some time back, I think a few years back, and he recited Quran at the same occasion. So mashallah, we have him today again. Inshallah, he'll be reciting something from the Quran. Now, some of you people are still not attentive. I might need to call someone's name, right? Is it Jawad? We need everyone to be attentive, okay? Bismillah. Are you okay over here?
Stand up. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذ جعل الذين كفروا في قلوبهم الحمية حمية الجاهلية فأنزل الله سكينته على رسوله وعلى المؤمنين وألزمهم كلمة التقوى وكانوا أحق بها وأهلها وكان الله بكل شيء عليما. لقد صدق الله رسوله الرؤيا بالحق لتدخلن المسجد الحرام إن شاء الله آمنين محلقين رؤوسكم ومقصرين لا تخافون فعلم ما لم تعلموا فجعل من دون ذلك فتحا قريبا. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. محمد رسول الله والذين معه أشداء على الكفار رحماء بينهم تراهم ركعا سجدا يبتغون فضلا من الله ورضوانا سيماهم في وجوههم من أثر السجود ذلك مثلهم في التوراة ومثلهم في الإنجيل كزرع أخرج شطأه فآزره فاستغلظ فاستوى على سوقه يعجب الزراع ليغيظ بهم الكفار وعد الله الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات منهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, Jazakumullah khair. That was Hafiz Murtada, MashaAllah. Now, who of you can recite like him? See? We should, we see someone like that, we should have the desire, inshallah. Okay, so inshallah we'll be starting with our students' presentation. So inshallah we will start with class 7. Okay? Class 7, they're going to be presenting to us and they're going to be doing a power presentation, inshallah. So, okay, Brother Martin will introduce, inshallah, his subject.
This group has been studying the history of Islam for the last 4 years with me. The presentation today is going to be on the golden age of Islam. They'll tell you more about it. This group has shown a lot of interest in my presentations, their presentations, and they've learned a lot. We started with pre-Islamic Arabia and proceeded each year to a different level. We got as far as the end of the golden age of Islam. This group of boys here are one of my greatest pleasures to have taught in my public school teaching career and my Islamic career. And I want them to know that. I told them that, but I don't know if they go home and give the messages that I tell them. I'm sure you will learn a lot, and we could go back and do more, but I really don't know who's going first. They prepared this all by themselves, really. Smile, look handsome.
Right. The golden age of Islam pretty much started when after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the 4 caliphs died. The movement from Damascus to Baghdad started the golden age of Islam. The golden age of Islam was contributions to math, medicine, architecture, and etc. It was not only for the Islamic world, but everyone as a whole. After this period, there were many more advances in these subjects, and more Muslims spread from the Islamic world to the rest of the world. A lot of the contributions were stolen from, not stolen, but like their credit was given to the Europeans. the houses of wisdoms did not only were not invited only for the Muslims, but for all the non-Muslims like Jewishes and Christianity and the Hindus.
One major topic that was studied was astronomy. I'm going to talk about the religious aspect of it, astronomy. We use astronomy to talk about our 5 daily prayers, and we base our lunar calendar, our Islamic calendar, off astronomy. Astronomy led to the study of time and how the earth was made. And during Salah also was advanced by astronomy.
Astronomy in Islam. They use the astrolabe for measuring stars. Had confirmed that sun was center of the solar system. They're able to measure the area of the Earth by comparing it to the other stars using a geometry. Had developed some working telescopes.
Architecture wasn't as creative in the early days of Islam. This is because Arabs were not as focused into the styles of such as buildings such as masjids, but more of such as praying. During the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, people used raw objects and common objects, tree leaves and mud bricks to build whatever they need. However, as time went, more people used more better objects to build educational buildings such as the House of Wisdom, colleges to teach others, and other domestic homes. Although people didn't focus as much on improving them, there were specific unique upgrades to them during the Golden Age of Islam. So some of them were domes that were built and rooftops that are in Istanbul, Turkey. But
So one subject that also the Muslims advanced in was medicine. Before the Golden Age, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had proved a medicine and said it was very good, and that learning about it was a nice thing, and Muslims should do it and encourage the Sahaba to learn about medicine. So in the Golden Age, they had one thing the Muslims had were hospitals. They had the best hospitals in the world at the time. In Baghdad, the hospitals were like built that there were different areas for different subjects. Very clean and organized, and what other hospitals didn't have, mental ill, which no other hospital had, and that helped with contribution of medicine in Islam were Ibn Sina and Al-Razi. They were inspired by Greek philosophers like Galen and Hippocrates, and they wrote many books that the Europeans used and copied for many years, and they were inspirations for other people, Muslims, and other subjects and other subjects that Muslims advanced in.
All right, so Muslims also improved ophthalmology. That's basically a study of optics and vision for people that can't see well. So they started researching ophthalmology during their golden age, and they made a lot of improvements in ophthalmology that really translated over to optics. They made the first glasses, and like I said, they started optics research in their golden age. Prisms work and how light passes through them. And Ibn Sina and Al-Razi are also important people for
What's the number one thing whenever you think about, Muslim stuff? When it comes to academics? Math. Who blame, for making math Muslims because no one likes math for some reason. And, we're the ones who had also created that, Hindu Arabic numerals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Now, this guy, Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, had made algebra. And also, if you ever remember doing the geometry formulas in school, thank him, because he's the one who had created an algorithm. A lot of things which, most people use in high school and middle school and, in some places even, elementary school. And this guy, Umar Khayyam, he was the one who discovered the cubic equations, where actually had, multiple solutions possibly. And if you go to the Queen's Hall of Science, you can where they talk about every last thing about how these cubic equations were, address a type of, curve, since the Greeks always thought math, which, in all the other types of subjects which the Muslims did, came after the Greeks. So when you see them, contradicted thousands of years of research, this is some big stuff. And to this day, this answer right here is still true.
The Muslim Empire had made many medicine, astronomy, and architecture. Because of this, the whole world has benefited from evolutions in math and medicines, new types of designs and architecture. We have reached out into space thanks to their astronomy. The effects of the thank you. Jazakallah. Where do I get this?
So this was class 7, right? MashaAllah.
The purpose of that was to show Muslims of this age their background. I was tutoring kids. Stony Brook students were sitting in back of them and picking up their brothers. And they said, well, we didn't know this. Well, we didn't know this. Where you came from. As a teacher in the public schools, and any of this. I was not aware of this. In fact, when I was thinking of converting, I told my mentor, you're making all that up. It's nonsense. You just want me to convert. But I found out it was to know when you have people on television saying things about you, you need to have some wrong. Yes.
MashaAllah. We will have the second class that will present to us something on what they have studied in akhlaq. What class is that? Class 4. Okay? A little summary of what they have.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. One of the most important subjects that students are studying here is akhlaq. But some of the students are missing here and they couldn't practice enough. So what we discussed as in another hadith class also, we'll make the students sit here and we'll try to ask some random questions from the book, inshallah, and we'll ask the students to answer these questions, inshallah. So I request all the students who are in 4th level studying akhlaq and adab can come forward. Can someone help Noman also to bring his chair, inshallah? You all sit here in the front, inshallah. MashaAllah. Oh, you okay? Come here. Come in the front. So, are we ready? Can I use that mic? I'll put it here. Right? It shouldn't be over. Okay. So you. Oh, sure. So now you need to answer these questions by raising your hand, inshallah. Whoever raises your hand, then ask. This is one of the hadiths of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We just try to complete this hadith. He said, surely from among the best, the most noble of you are those with the best
character.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do two things.
Have fear of Allah and
Let's try now one, inshallah.
seek forgiveness.
Seek forgiveness and
And fear of Allah Ta'ala.
one more. Yes, can anyone else?
Forgive.
Forgive, he already said forgive. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised just forgive people and
Seek forgiveness.
that's what it is, right? They forgive people and then they control their anger. They control. Qualities again that will enter people to Jannah. Right here. Give him the mic.
Salah.
For sure, Salah is one of them. Maman is trying to answer all the questions.
Allah
Oh, mashallah, yes.
and seek forgiveness.
Okay.
Believe in the last day. Believe in the. Believe. Yeah, believe in the four holy books.
Of Allah, second is good. Okay. another hadith of okay. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is no religion in a person who does not keep to his
promises.
few more questions, I guess. Eh? Can we? Yes, yes. See, sure. Okay, sure. Okay. So now one of the most important topics that we have discussed is how to respect your parents, right? So can anyone tell me, or at least you can give all, just wait, you need to wait, inshallah. What we can, just wait, let me finish my question first, inshallah. That we have discussed in detail how we should take care of our parents, how we should respect our parents, inshallah. Can you mention at least one thing? How do you try to help your parents in the home? At least one thing, only one thing. Everyone will say one thing, at least one thing. How do you help your parents in the home?
Help them clean stuff.
Can you explain that in a little more detail, inshallah?
Like if they tell you to do this.
What you do, not if you.
Oh.
What you do, how do you help your parents?
Sometimes they tell me to like clean up stuff, and I can clean it up.
You do that, right?
Mhm.
How do you help your parents?
When my mom asked me to throw out the trash, I throw the trash out.
That's very good, mashallah. How do you help? Father is sitting here, I'm going to ask him. Okay, yes, go ahead.
My dad sometimes tells me to clean the dishes.
Mashallah. So you help your father and mother, right? Mashallah. Rula, how do you help your father and mother? How do you help your parents?
Well, I necessarily just clean up.
Bring it up.
I necessarily just clean up whatever my mom tells me what.
Mostly clean up, right? Okay. Naman, how do you help your parents?
When I'm done with the food on my plate, I clean my own dishes.
Mashallah. That's very nice, mashallah. So we should all try to help our, we see parents are taking care of us so much. Father is working, mother is working in the home, inshallah. So we need to help our parents in every means, inshallah. Okay. Another hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, try to complete this by raising your hand. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, whoever keeps silent will be. Don't say it. Let him finish. One second.
Say the question again.
Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, whoever keeps silent will be. How long? Okay, let me finish.
Safe.
Say, whoever keeps silent will be.
Safe.
Yes. We discussed all that, right? Okay. Few more questions, then we'll be done, inshallah. Okay. Another important topic that we discussed. Was about what kind of friends should we have, right? So what kind of friends should we have? Okay, you want to try this? Give me. Let me.
Friends that always keep promises and stuff.
Okay, that's good. Let me try.
Friends that believe in Allah Ta'ala.
With the iman, right? Anything else?
We should have friends that don't break your promises.
Don't break promises, okay. What kind of friends should we have?
We should have friends that are kind to us and.
Yes, mashallah. Anything else you want to add?
We should not have friends that are fools.
Okay, mashallah. That's very good. That will be the last hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, inshallah. Ready? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has cursed the
Thief.
MashaAllah, that's very nice, inshallah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you, brothers, inshallah, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept you coming here, inshallah. And mashallah, you see, all these kids, mashallah, they've been coming here with a lot of sacrifice, going to the public school Monday to Friday, morning till evening, then coming here, sacrifice of parents also, the sacrifice of the students also, inshallah. And see, the kid is sitting here right now, he cannot even walk properly, but mashallah. He told me that he's going, before we started this, he said, I'm going to miss, I don't want Saturday school to finish. I want it to continue, inshallah. I want to come every week still, even in summer. So I don't know whether they will have some summer program, inshallah. They will be announcing some programs, inshallah. So as you have been coming here the entire year from September all the way up till today, inshallah, if there are programs offered, I request you, all the parents who are sitting here, inshallah, to send your kids, inshallah, in the summer program. Jazakallah khair. Say this? Okay. They want to say a few more things themselves. Okay. They all want to share something. They say that we want to say something what we have learned here, inshallah. Maybe in one sentence you want to say? Okay, Naman, you start, inshallah. Or you want to start? Okay.
We should not tell lies to.
What you have learned?
You should not bully people.
You should not?
Bully people?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to say something? Whatever you have learned.
we should not be friends with people that are a liar, a fool, and that are rude.
We should not to waste our food if our plate is still filled with food.
You want to say something? What you have learned?
I learned forgiveness. Always forgive someone, even if you always bring mercy for forgiveness.
Jazakallah khair, inshallah. You can go back to your places, inshallah. Jazakallah.
MashaAllah, this was class 4. We have seen a sample, MashaAllah, from what they have studied. MashaAllah, I never expected it this way. Everything was from their memory, MashaAllah. This is exactly what we want. That whatever we studied, we should remember the things that we have studied, and also remember to practice it when the time comes, right? MashaAllah. Okay, next we have, inshallah, class 6, right? We have class 6 here. They're going to, inshallah, present to us from Seerah. Seerah means the life of and biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Mulana Hafiz is going to give us a summary, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, now we will have our level 6 giving a presentation. Their topic is Seerah, the life of Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. A very important topic, and this is a topic especially at this time and age, especially our youngsters who are going to school and who are, interacting with especially non-Muslims at different times. They face different types of questions, and a lot of time even from the Muslim community, a lot of time we have different misunderstandings about the seerah of Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if we have our children learn the seerah of Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam from when they're very young, and they start to develop all the way up to the higher level of seerah of Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we can hope and wish that in their upcoming future, they will not be misled and misguided, and they also will not have any confusion about the seerah of Rasul Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So basically their presentation will be, Group A will ask question to Group B, and they will go on to ask at least around 6-7 questions, and if they could answer the right answer, they will go on to the second question, and if they happen to make group A will go ahead and correct it and then go on to the next question, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum. We will do a presentation on Sira. We will ask questions to each group and the opposite group will answer. My first question is, explain the death of Abu Jahl in Battle of Badr. Answer is, two very young Muslims from the Ansar, Sayyidina Mawuz bin Afra and Sayyidina Mawuz bin Amir, struck Abu Jahl's body with his sword and left him dead.
Washi wanted his freedom from who? In the Battle of Uhud. The Zubair ibn Muttab.
This one? This one. Oh, that. No? Yeah. What was the official seal of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made of, and what was the inscription? No. The seal was made out of silver with the inscription of Muhammad.
Why did the Jews settle in Khabir in the lesson treaty with the Jews? Answer. The Jews settled in Khabir because two Muslims had gone to the market of Banu Qaniqa to sell milk, and some Jews humiliated her. A Muslim came to save her, but he was killed. Rasulullah was so angry by this action that he banished them from Medina. The Jews then moved to Khabir.
What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say before he entered Makkah? No, he said Surah Fatiha.
Which one? I got eight. What grew Khalid ibn Walid towards Islam? Where is it again? Khalid ibn Walid had heard Rasulullah recite the Quran.
No way, isn't it their time to ask questions?
Yeah.
Oh, they lost.
Yeah, you guys have to ask.
It's your turn to answer.
Okay, guys, now it's your turn. Let's do this. Okay, let's check over that. In the Battle of Badr, when did Rasulullah leave Medina and what did he bring with him? At the Battle of Badr, when did Rasulullah leave Medina and what did he bring with him? how many camels and and what day did he leave and how many sahabas did he bring? It
Yeah,
says
we
it-
did. We did. The question is, at the Battle of Badr, what did Rasulullah, when did Rasulullah leave Medina, and what did he bring with him?
No. Should I give the answer now? Okay, the answer is Rasulullah left on the 12th day of Ramadan with 313 ill-equipped Sahaba, 70 camels, and 2 horses. Okay.
Don't do that.
This one.
Okay.
Okay, wait, which one is this?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, which lesson is this?
Listen. Oh, skip that one. Let's do this one.
Oh, is it this one? Alright.
Okay.
In the Battle of Uhud, who was the bitter enemy of Islam? Abu Jahl. No. Ka'ab bin Ashraf. It's okay. Hi. In the Battle of Badr, what did Rasulullah talk about? He informed them about the Quraysh train caravan. Now you say you're 3. I'll tell you which one to do.
I got it. Do this one. Do this one. Okay. In Battle of Badr, did Rasulullah sleep the previous night? In Battle of Badr, did Rasulullah sleep in the previous night?
No.
But what did he do? Okay.
No, we still got 2 more questions. We only got 1 point. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we're doing bad.
I got it.
Okay, in the letters of kings and governors, did the emperor of Rome embrace Islam or not? No. Explain. Not even close. It says no. No, the clergy were angry at the emperor, so he didn't accept Islam. Okay, in the
I got it. In the Battle of Badr, how did Allah help in the battle? No. He sent down a torrential storm. What? Check the book.
Okay, we'll make that correct. I got 1 more question.
Oh, God.
Okay. In Conquest of Mecca, who heard Rasulullah recite the Quran at Hudaybiyah? Who heard, in Conquest of Mecca, who heard Rasulullah recite the Quran at Hudaybiyah? Correct. The first time.
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakallah, guys.
Okay.
We won 3-0.
This was class 6. They were presenting to us from Sirah, the biography of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, the life of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. In this thing, they study in this subject the whole life of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam from his birth until he left this world. So, mashallah. Inshallah, next we have the class for a presentation on hadith. Hadith means the sayings the doings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What did the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, and narrations on what he did. All these narrations is called hadith. So inshallah, Maulana Abdul Alim will give us a summary of class 5. Yeah. Inshallah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The main thing with this hadith, this class that I worked with was, alhamdulillah, the hadith. The main thing about what they're going to perform is just to tell just a little bit of taste of the hadith that we're teaching over here. And but the main concern about it is that if we ponder about how much a student or our children can learn in once a week, is mashallah, for us it doesn't really look so much. Once a week, if they're learning the hadith, I would say I would work with them for only, I would say, the whole Saturday that they're here from morning to Zohar, only about 15 minutes of our time we would spend on the hadith. But that 15 minutes, that really doesn't sound so much time. How much they learn in that 15 minutes is, mashallah, it's really something to think about. And one of my ustad, barakatuh, back in South Africa, he really realized, but that 10-minute book, for 10-15 minutes, every day that we give time to learn, you wouldn't even realize how many books you can finish, reading for that 10-15 minutes. So this is just to show that what work we do over here, this is a very least time that we spend in hadith, and the kids, inshallah, they're going to perform what they have learned in that 10-15 minutes that they give their time on Saturdays. Guys, come. One group that side, the other group this side. Okay, this side is Taimur's group, and that side is Inshal's group. This is your spot, right? Ready? Okay, what they're going to do, inshallah, is that one group is going to ask the other group a hadith referring to what subject or what topic, and then that group will answer. But the main thing in here is that the person who's going to answer, he's going to give the hadith in Arabic, tell the meaning of the hadith, and then give the book, the name of the book, which book of hadith this hadith came from. Ready? All right. If you're asking, when you're asking him, you don't look at your book. This is exactly how we practice during the classes. And during the classes, I was the one that would give them the hadith name, that you tell me what hadith it is, and then the student would tell me the hadith, and he would also tell me the meaning and what book this hadith is taken from. So same performance as we did as we were doing regularly every Saturday in school. The same thing that they're going to show you guys, inshallah. Ready? All right. Do me a favor. You take this. I'll get another one for this group. Give me 1 second. Wait.
So let's talk about me. My name is Joa Khalidi. The next two people, I don't. I'm gonna scream.
All right. Give that to them. You guys take this. And then when you finish giving your hadith, then you pass the mic to the next person, okay? All right. Start with Inshal. Loud, please.
Okay. Fazli Sadak, safeguard your tongue, Kanzulullah.
You guys have to speak loud. They didn't understand.
Oh, okay.
Speak loud.
Fazli Sadak, safeguard your tongue,
You have to
Kanzulullah.
start again from there.
Oh, okay.
Loud.
Fazli Sadak, safeguard your tongue, Kanzulullah. Jamil. Close your book.
Take the name when you ask.
Jamil.
Loud.
Breaking ties.
You guys can hear from there? No? You cannot hear? आवाज आ रहा है? Can you say loud? Because they cannot hear you. They have to understand what you're saying.
Iyakumu wal khiba. Save yourself from khiba, backbiting, and the book is Kanzul Umal.
Jawad. Hadith 8, the tongue.
You don't know what it says.
Safeguard your tongue, the Kanzul Umal. Hadith 6, fulfilling one's promise.
La dina liman la ahdara. One who breaks promises has no religion. Miskat.
Wait, Hassan, you asked me, right? Go ahead. Hassan,
Taha. Kindness towards others.
When you become will feed the hungry and visit the sick. Abu Dawood. What is hadith number 2? Salah.
As-salatu imadad deen. As-salah is a pillar of deen, Kanzul Ummal. Inshal. Reads starting with the right and yeah.
Give it to Molanas.
Okay, mashallah, this was presentation from class 5. They gave us a sample of their hadith subject that they have studied from Molana. Mashallah. Next we have, inshallah, that's my class that I teach fiqh. Inshallah, we'll have class 8. They will be presenting to us something from fiqh. Basically, what we have studied in fiqh is, or what generally we do in fiqh, in the class of fiqh or subject of fiqh, is that we do the rulings of different aspects of our deen, the rulings of wudu, rulings of tahara in general, rulings of salah, rulings of fasting, the rules of zakah, hajj. MashaAllah, they study all of the detailed rules. So inshallah, the subject of fasting, ask them to come forward, inshallah. MashaAllah, we have a nice, easy-going program, MashaAllah. That's good. In the subject of fiqh, because everyone is studying fiqh over there, class, what, 5? You people study fiqh in class 5? Do you study fiqh in class 5? Fiqh? Okay, so you have to come and hear what I'm saying about fiqh. Come over here to hear what I have to say about fiqh. Okay? Okay. Now, this is something I'm talking to the students about, fiqh, okay? If you can give me your attention, it makes it easy for me to speak, right? If everyone pays attention, inshallah, I can speak easily. What are we doing in fiqh? Everyone is following me? Come. What are we doing? What do we do in fiqh? What subject is fiqh about? Fiqh is about knowing the rules of Sharia, the rules and laws of Deen. Following me? What is the rules of wudu? The rules of ghusl, taking a bath, the rules of tayammum, right? The rules regarding najasa. Everyone knows the meaning of najasa, right? All of you? You know the meaning of najasa? No? Started. The same way, the rules of salah. In salah we have what things is fard in salah, what things is wajib in salah, what things is sunnah in salah, right? What things is makruh in salah, right? What things is makruh, what things nullify salah, what things break salah. Does everyone remember what things break salah? The test is over. Okay? We finish having our test. Okay? Are we ready? It's starting? Is it working? Okay, so inshallah we'll get up short presentation from class 8.
Assalamu alaikum. My classmates and I will talk about what we have learned this year in our fiqh class. So, Sayyidina Suhail radiallahu anhu narrates from Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Jannat has 8 doors. The name of them is Rayyan, and only the fasting person will enter Jannat. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, whoever keeps a single fast in the path of Allah, Allah Ta'ala will place Jahannam 70 years away from him. Moon sightings help us determine the beginning and the ending of the Islamic year. Shab-e Barat, which is on 15 Shaban, fasting in Ramadan, Laylatul Qadr, giving zakat, Eid al-Fitr, Hajj, and Udiyah.
Virtues of Ramadan. Rasulullah ﷺ said, the thawab of every virtue in Ramadan increases from 10 to 70. There are 2 joys for the fasting person. One is at the time of iftar, and the other is when he will meet his Rabb. Fasting is a shield against sin and Jahannam. When you fast, do not speak of evil things, do not swear or fight, etc. Rasulullah ﷺ said, in the first night, Shaitan and the rebellious jinns are chained, the doors of Jahannam are closed, and the doors of Jannat are open until the end of Ramadan. A caller from Allah Ta'ala proclaims, O seekers of good, go forth, and O seekers of evil, stop. Allah Ta'ala frees many from Jahannam, and this happens nightly. Tirmidhi, Bukhari, Muslim.
Udhiya, the meaning of Udhiya is to slaughter an animal on one of the 3 days of Qurbani. What is Udhiya? To remember the sacrifice of Sayyidina Ibrahim a.s. and Sayyidina Ismail a.s. The virtues, Sayyidina Zayd bin Arqam radiallahu anhu said, the Sahaba radiallahu anhum asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what is Udhiya? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, is the sunnah of your father, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. They said, what benefit is there for us? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, for every fiber of wool there will be a reward. Warnings for not performing. Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu reports from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that person who has the means to offer udhiyah and does not, then such a person should not be present at our Eid. On whom is udhiyah wajib? It is wajib on the person on whom sadaqul fitr is wajib. Udhiyah is wajib every year on the person having nisab, and udhiyah is not wajib on a musafir or traveler. Time and days of udhiyah. One may begin to slaughter the animals of udhiyah on the 10th of Zilhijjah after Eid Salah until the sunset of the 12th of Zilhijjah. So the 10th of Zilhijjah after Eid Salah until the sunset of the 12th of Zilhijjah. Slaughtering is not permissible before Eid Salah except for those living in rural areas where there is no Eid Salah. So yeah, I made a chart. So the animals, the goats, sheep, cows, oxen, buffaloes, camels, and for shares, so it's 1 person per animal, and the age, it must be 1 year or older. For sheep, it's also 1 person per sheep, and the age, if the sheep which is 6 months old is placed amongst the 1 year olds and the difference cannot be distinguished, then to slaughter the sheep is permissible. For cows, oxen, and buffaloes, it's 7 people per animal, and the age must be 2 years or older. For camels, it's 7 people per person per animal, and it must be 5 years or older.
I'm going to talk about Som. Qadha Som, making up a missed fast. So Qadha Som is to keep a fast for a missed one. You could do these for fasts that are missed for Sharia reasons or actions that nullify a fast. Allowed reasons for a missed fast: if you're traveling or you have severe illness or weakness, fear of not being able to make it towards to iftar. When one is on the path of Allah, meaning you're on a dawat or you're out spreading the word of Allah, severe hunger or thirst, where it may cause you to lose your state of mind. Actions that break the fast when qadha becomes wajib. Anything which enters the stomach, for example, if water enters the stomach while gargling. If you swallow some food that was stuck between your teeth or gums, the rule of thumb for this, if it's bigger than the size of a chickpea, and you swallow it, it breaks your fast. If you vomit intentionally or unintentionally, it also breaks your fast. Swallowing blood from bleeding gums, if it has a reddish color to it, it also breaks your fast. Using oil or snuff drops, to eat before Fajr, to eat after Fajr or before Maghrib, nullifies your fast. Keep in mind that if you break a sunnah or mustahab fast, only qadha is wajib, not kafara. Kafara is for intentionally breaking a Ramadan fast. The penalty for breaking a fast is as follows. Fast for 60 days continuously. If one is missed, you must start from the beginning. Feed two meals to 60 people, or feed one person 2 meals for 60 days, or give the equivalent of 2 meals in cash, so sadaqah al-fitr. You should pick the punishment which is most difficult for you to complete. This is punishment for missing only one fast during Ramadan. Actions that break fast and make qadha or kafara compulsory. If any sane, mature person eats food or takes medicine, or drinks water or juice, etc., if any of these are done, then 60 consecutive fasts must be kept for kafara and one for qadha. Fidya, for those who are terminally ill or are weak and have no hope of have a recovery. For every fast that is not kept, they may pay one sadaqah al-fitr. They should be given to people who also receive zakat, and they should be Muslims as well. And jazakallah, thank you.
MashaAllah, that was class 8. They presented to us from what they have studied in fiqh this year. MashaAllah. You people did well, MashaAllah. Okay, so since I see that Safa, you walked in, we would like to ask him to recite a little Quran, if he's ready for that. I'm pushing him. He's ready. I'm waiting for them to say. Safa, you will read a little Quran, inshallah. Just 2-3 minutes, inshallah. Safa, inshallah, this year he will be reciting in Taraweeh with Maulana Hafiz. So we'll get a little sample of Safa, inshallah. And it would be good if Ismail and Uzaif also can recite something. Inshallah, after Safa recites to us, I'm going to be giving a short presentation. I hope it remains short. But we'll be giving a presentation on our system of education of the Saturday class. So inshallah, we would need the students, especially, we will need every one of you to pay attention, right? Because the presentation, it is for you, and inshallah for your parents, and it is for even our teachers, it's for all of us. So we're going to need everyone's attention. Everyone understood what I said? Class 5, everyone understands? We're going to give a presentation on what you people study, okay? So we need everyone to pay attention to it, inshallah. You say something?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويستفتونك في النساء قل الله يفتيكم فيهن وما يتلى عليكم في الكتاب في يتامى النساء اللاتي لا تؤتونهن ما كتب لهن وترغبون أن تنكحوهن والمستضعفين من الولدان وأن تقوموا لليتامى بالقسط وما تفعلوا من خير فإن الله كان به عليما. وإن امرأة خافت من بعلها نشوزا أو إعراضا فلا جناح عليهما أن يصلحا بينهما صلحا والصلح خير وأصلحت الأنفس الشح وإن تحسنوا وتتقوا فإن الله كان بما تعملون خبيرا. ولن تستطيعوا أن تعدلوا بين النساء ولو حرصتم فلا تميلوا كل الميل فتذروها كالمعلقة وإن تصلحوا وتتقوا فإن الله كان غفورا رحيما. وإن يتفرقا يغن الله كلا من سعته وكان الله واسعا حكيما. وإن تكفروا فإن لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض ولقد وصينا الذين أوتوا الكتاب من قبلكم وإياكم أن اتقوا الله. وإن تكفروا فإن لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وكان الله غنيا حميدا. ولله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وكفى بالله وكيلا. صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah. So you did very well. Sorry for ambushing you, okay? But inshallah, next time I won't do that. I'll let you know. Inshallah, in this presentation, we want the sisters upstairs also to follow us. There will be listening and watching also on the screen upstairs. So we'll have to turn the, yeah. Okay. Yeah. See if you can fit in. Assalamu alaikum. We would like to know if the sisters are ready upstairs. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So inshallah, I'll try to make it as brief as possible. The system that we have, the classes that we conduct on Saturday, especially Saturday, what are we trying to achieve? Right? So if everyone can follow me over here, what we have on the screen, can people come over here? There is some class, some kids that are missing over here. Where's everyone? Okay, so we need everyone to follow me to make it easy to understand everything, okay? So what is the vision of our school? What are we looking for? Okay? What are we trying to achieve from this Saturday school? We're coming every day, what we're trying to achieve, okay? The vision that we have for our Saturday school is that we want to provide for our community, the youth of our community, a strong foundation in Islamic knowledge. Strong foundation. You know the meaning of strong foundation? Whatever you are being taught over here, you must have it in your heart and mind. You need to know it. And after achieving this, getting the strong foundation in Islamic knowledge, we want you to grow into practicing whatever you are learning. So you become educated Muslims. Educated in what? In Islam. Educated in Islam. And to also become example Muslims for the society. Okay? And also we want to be good models for our society. This is what we're trying to achieve over here. So we want every one of you, we want everyone to question themselves. I should also question myself. Okay, you following me? We want everyone to follow this. Question ourselves. Are we creating a strong foundation, Taha? Are we creating a strong foundation in Islamic knowledge? Right? Are we practicing, trying to practice everything that we are studying? Right? And in that we become very educated in Islam. And after studying all of this and knowing everything, are we becoming examples for the society? Muslim examples. We have to question ourselves. Do you know what are you questioning? The question is for me, is everyone should question themselves. Okay. So how do we want to achieve this goal? So for this we're studying the following subjects. We're studying Aqidah, we're studying Fiqh, we're studying Akhlaq, Adab, Seerah, Hadith, Dua. And also we are studying other subjects that are related to increasing and becoming strong foundation in Islamic knowledge. Okay? Also, the way to achieve this goal is very important that our students over here, with the parents, We need to work together. We, the teachers, the students, you people, your parents, we all need to work together. If the students only work hard and others don't work hard, we will not achieve. If only the parents work hard and the teachers and students don't work hard, we will not achieve. And how about if only the teachers work hard and students don't work hard? Will we achieve it? No. So we three, we need to work together. The parents, the students, okay? And the parents, we need to work together. Okay. Now to achieve this goal of becoming strong founders, to have strong foundation in knowledge and become exemplary Muslims for the society, we need to do something more than what we're studying, what we have to do. Especially the boys. This is mainly for the boys, for the men. To attach ourselves to the masjid. So attaching to the masjid, we cannot only come for Saturday. If we just come for Saturday, 6 days of the week will make us lose what we are learning and what we're trying to achieve. So to maintain and to keep everything what we are studying, we have to try to take part in all of the activities of the masjid, especially those activities that we have for the youth. Correct? We're going to have to. Okay? I hope you're following me, okay? Okay. So we want to go through the subjects that we are doing and what we are actually doing in it, what we want to do, what we're trying to achieve from every subject. Okay, the first subject we have is Aqidah. Aqidah means basic belief. To believe in Allah, His angels, the books, messengers, the day of judgment, taqdeer, destiny, right? The hereafter. Isn't that what you people studying in fiqh? Yeah. Studying about that? Okay. So, how we study Aqidah, how do we study the subject of faith, is that every year we study these subjects in Aqidah, and we go from little information and increasing every year in the information, going more in detail. This is what we're really trying to achieve in Aqidah. So we need to know these articles. We need to know the details of them. Okay? Second, we're studying fiqh. Fiqh means Islamic laws. When we say Islamic laws, we don't mean the laws of chopping off head, cutting of hand. We don't talk about those laws. When we say Islamic laws or laws of Sharia, it means the laws of worship. How you should worship. What is the rules regarding the worship of Allah? We have to ask ourselves, are we really learning that? How much are we learning? Okay. So the subjects basically that we cover is cleanliness. In Arabic we say tahara. So some examples of what we study in cleanliness, this is all related to fiqh, like najasa, filthiness, dirty, uncleanliness, how to obtain cleanliness. Okay, tayammum, right? Ablution using dirt, is that right? Ghusl, taking a bath. So many rules regarding it. Masah, wiping of the wet hand. Everyone is following me over here? So masah on the bandage. People study that. Masah on leather socks. Everyone remembers? Masah on plaster. You people are going to be studying that when you go to the next years. The third subject we study in fiqh is fasting. So many things related to fasting. What things are fard, what things break fast, right? What about qada, making up the fast? And when you break your fast, like the group 8 had studied about, if you break your fast in a certain way, you just have to make it up. And in certain conditions, what you have to do, you have to pay a penalty with your making up the fast. You know what penalty you have? There's different penalties. You deliberately eat in Ramadan, you have to make up for that fast. On top of that, you have to fast for 60 days. It's compulsory to do that. That's called kafara, right? Fidya. Fidya is also regarding fasting. A person he's disabled for life. He cannot fast. Impossible. That person, he doesn't have to fast. He gives something in return called fidya. There's a lot of rules and regulations regarding that. And we study about zakah. That's another subject we study. Zakah and sadaqah. So many conditions, right? Upon whom is fard? Who do you give zakat and sadaqah to? There's a whole list is mentioned in the Quran. We need to know all of these rules. Hajj and Umrah. One is the way of performing it. The other thing is to know all of the rules regarding it. Conditions. Okay? What things break Hajj? There is so many actions. If we do in Hajj, we have to pay penalties, and there's a lot of rules regarding it. So basically, we are studying, and we intend to study all of these subjects with all of their details. Akhlaq and adab apparently is not present in akhlaq and adab. Okay, apparently it didn't come up on the screen. It didn't come up. Okay, apparently we're having a problem with our system that is not showing us the details of these subjects, but I'll try my best to cover them verbally without looking at the details. Okay, so we have akhlaq and adab. What do we really cover in akhlaq and adab? Akhlaq, it means character. Character of what? How to conduct ourselves. Good character, for example, being kind, being humble, sharing, right? How to behave with elders, with neighbors, with non-Muslims, right? How do we interact with people? So there's a lot of rules regarding that. MashaAllah. So akhlaq is basically that, covering all the subjects that are related to behavior, also related to bad behavior. What are the bad things? A person, he has jealousy, he has hatred. What about it? He has pride, he likes to take revenge. These are all bad character. So in akhlaq we are studying all of these things. In adab it means Islamic etiquettes. So Islamic etiquettes in what? Islamic etiquettes not just how do we perform salah. the etiquette of performing salah. That's not enough. We have to study, and what we are studying in akhlaq, in adab, is that what are the etiquettes of everything of our life. Etiquettes of sleeping, etiquettes of using the bathroom, etiquettes of food, etiquettes, right, of the masjid, even using the bathroom, okay? So we are learning about akhlaq and adab. What do we want to achieve from this? It's not just knowing the things. We want to learn how to practice all these things. So practicing it is half or maybe more than half of what we are trying to learn in akhlaq. Right? We're not studying just to know the things. We want to study to become practicing Muslims, to become exemplary, become example Muslims for the society. Is that right? For that, we can't just know, we have to be practicing. So we said the objective of studying this is what? To bring the theory into our practical life. The theory is the knowledge. To bring that knowledge into our practical life. So what we're trying to achieve over here is not just having information. He never knew about it, mashallah, he knows about it. That's not the whole story. We want to become practicing Muslims and become example for others. So you know how much emphasis we have to be giving on practice? Whenever we are studying, we have to be practicing. And this subject, just like other subjects and all the subjects, it begins with small information, little information, keeps on increasing and increasing. MashaAllah, the students have observed that. From class to class, it keeps on growing and becoming greater and greater. The subject of seerah, we have seerah and Islamic history, tariq. Seerah means the biography and life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And what part of his life, everyone? What part of his life do we study? We study the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the time he was born until he died, until he passed away. Everything that happened during his life, especially after he became the Prophet. At the age of 40 until he left this world, all of the major incidents, what we are trying to achieve from this subject is to get to know the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We need to ask ourselves, we studied seerah, right? Some studied seerah for 3 years, for 4 years, for 5 years. Some 6 years, mashallah, we have some from 7 years, from 8 years. Okay? How much do we know about our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What is the object? We want to know about our Prophet. If someone asks us, what is Ghazwa Khaybar? We can't answer. What happened in that incident? I can't remember. Did we achieve from that subject? This is the question. We have to ask this question in every subject, in fiqh. Fiqh, we studied everything about fasting. We studied everything about Hajj, for example. Do we remember all of those things? We need to remember everything. And when it's time to apply it, we should know it. We shouldn't need the help of anyone. Okay? So in the subject of seerah, we study also the life of the khulafa, which is the four caliphs, Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali radiallahu anhum. So we study about their lives also, just like how the Prophet ﷺ, we need to know what happened during the life of the 4 caliphs. So same thing, we want to know about their life. So throughout the years, we're studying little and keep on increasing as the years go to increase in the information. Because in the end of the whole course, we want to know the whole thing. Next subject we have is hadith. Hadith, it means all of the sayings and doings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what we are studying in hadith over here, we start off studying short hadith, right? And as the years keep on increasing, the later years in hadith, we are studying more longer hadiths, right? And what is the subject of those hadith that we are studying? The subject is all about akhlaq, adab, good character, the harms and the evilness of the bad character, Islamic etiquettes. The hadith is also regarding rules of fiqh. In the advanced years of hadith, what we are trying to study and what we're trying to achieve is to know the rulings of fiqh from hadith. So the hadith in the later years is taught with some detailed explanation. Okay? With this also we are studying dua. Du'as, different supplications and du'as to be recited at different occasions. Right? When we enter the masjid, what we should say before we go to sleep, what we should say. Right? And before all of that, the things that we're supposed to say in salah. If we don't say the things properly, or we don't say some of those things, we don't have salah. So not only we know the rulings of salah, we need to know how to say those things also properly in salah. So in du'as, we practice all these things. Inshallah, we intend from next year to give more emphasis on du'a. Because if we know the rulings of salah, but we don't know how to say the things properly, especially if we are pronouncing words in our salah that change the meaning, right? If the words are changing the meaning, that will spoil our salah. And we know the ruling about it, but we can't say it properly. So in dua, we are trying to emphasize on getting our pronunciation of these things proper. So this is what we're trying to achieve. Okay. The objective, why we are sending these du'as, like is mentioned over here, that at every occasion, what du'a is for what occasion, we want to know the du'a, we want to know how to say that du'a, and the object is also what? What do we see over here? That we want to be practicing it, saying the dua at these occasions. Now we ask ourselves, we learn some du'as or we learn many du'as. Some students have learned a lot of du'as. Are we practicing these du'as? We get in the car. Subhanalladhi saqqara lana hadha wa ma kunna lahu muqrinin. Do we say that when we get into the car? We know the dua. Do we say it? We want to grow into practicing Muslims. We shouldn't forget this is our goal. So we want to learn, become strong people in their knowledge, strong foundation knowledge, and practicing. So 2 things we should always remind ourselves. We're coming to become very good knowledgeable Muslims and very strong practicing Muslims. Is everyone asking themselves that? The students, We're asking ourselves these questions. No? Okay. Basically, how do we evaluate the student at the end of the year? Today we came to the end of the year, is our last day. This is how we evaluate our students. So I would like all of our students, everyone try to read it yourself. Okay? Try to read this, understand it yourself. Everyone is reading? Okay, read it. Read it to yourself, try to understand what it's saying. Okay? If we finish reading it, basically we look at the performance throughout the year. So it's not just how good did you do your test. We look at other things also. We look at how much you're attending the class. We're looking at especially your behavior. You give a lot of importance to behavior. And inshallah, in a few minutes now, or in just a few seconds, we're going to be looking at who's getting prizes for the best behavior. Okay? So this is how you are evaluated. Okay? So let us make intention for next year that we want to become what? For next year, what do we want to do? The vision is what? We want to have solid knowledge foundation and become very knowledgeable. At the same time, we want to become very good practicing people, practicing Muslims. We want to become good example for society. Not only for the non-Muslims, we want to be good example for our own Muslims. We want to become the means of the other Muslims coming into Deen. They should look at us and start practicing. Can that happen? It can happen if we want to do that. So the teachers have to make that effort, the students have to make that effort, and mashallah, the parents, they also are part of the effort. So we should all make intention, inshallah, this should be all of our goal. It shouldn't remain a goal of some people. It has to be each and every one of us, we should have this goal. So let us see. So let us go over this vision one more time. Everyone try to read this and understand based on what I have just spoken about. So we need every one of you, the students, everyone, please, just one more minute, read this vision, understand it on your own. Everyone, try to read it, understand it. This is what we're trying to achieve. You should also want to achieve this, okay? So read it and try to understand it. Okay? So this vision, we always want to keep it in front of us. Why we come to Saturday class? We're not just coming just to let us just sit in class, take part in the lessons. We just want to, maybe when it's time to play, we can get to play. We're trying to achieve this thing. Become what? Very knowledgeable. We have to become strong people in knowledge. We must have a lot of knowledge. Whatever we're studying here, it should all be inside. And we want to be very good practicing people. So two things we should never forget. We want to increase our knowledge, increase our practicing. Okay? Inshallah, now we request that Brother Shan, inshallah, you will be doing the final item. That's the item that we were waiting for this whole program. Inshallah, you people have done a good job in doing your presentations. So we would like to see what was the result of our whole year studies. How did we perform, inshallah? Brother Shani will let us know.
Shut off the projector. I'm sorry. Just come up. Brother Martin, Malana Ali, Malana Hafiz, Brother Adnan. Inshallah, before we shut off the speaker system upstairs, just wanted to say a special thank you to all the teachers, all the volunteers, many people, especially upstairs, who make this happen every week, organize the events, prepare everything. Jazakallah khair to everyone. Also want to recognize two people downstairs who are also very big help. Khalid Nasim, every week, mashallah, this entire year, he brought our food. So each week, and you think about how many donuts and pastries and stuff, how much that would cost. So that's all savings to the masjid. Money that we don't have to spend each year on food. So mashallah, may Allah give him a very big reward for that. It's a very big help to the school. And also I want to recognize Khalid Safi in the back, who makes sure every week the teachers have their caffeine and they're ready to go. So, okay, you can separate the sound now. Jazakallah. No sound. No clapping. Oh, sorry.
The people normally, they clap, right? Our Islamic way, we should say, MashaAllah, Subhanallah. Takbir is not everywhere. Takbir, we do it in Salah. Allahu Akbar. Adhan time. Okay? Let us practice saying, MashaAllah, Subhanallah. Nice. Clapping, we let it be for outside. I was going to fix it.
No. Using the time. Okay, so this year we're doing something different. Is the sound separated? Oh, yes, you can separate. Okay, we're good? Now we can talk freely. Okay, so this year we're doing something a little different. Instead of doing class rankings 1, 2, 3, we are doing two groupings. One are the students who, on their overall grade, based on the criteria that Malana Ibrahim just put on the board a few minutes ago, students who had final grades for between the first and second semester of 85 and up. So we're going to give special recognition to those students, as well as students who had behavior grades that were just about spotless. So inshallah, we're going to give special recognition to these two groups of students. Everyone else, afterwards, we're going to call you up. You can grab your report cards, and as well as some goodie bags. Okay. So, actually, maybe you want to hand them? Better you hand them. I'll announce the name. Keep it a little organized. I think they said that. Okay. All right, everyone. All right, so we're going to start at the top. Okay, so the first student we want to recognize, actually I have to say this student has had the top grade in the masjid the last 2 years. Amish left now, so there's, maybe that's why Amish left. He figured he didn't want to compete anymore. Student, mashallah, I have to give him a hard time on his attendance, the only way to keep him in check. So, Wahab Ahmed, number 1. Mashallah. Very good. No clapping, please. Okay. Second, and this student, I also want to give a special acknowledgement to this student who's been a very good student for many years. This year, mashallah, he was the number 2 student overall in the masjid in terms of his grade. He really worked very hard, and just want to acknowledge him, his parents, everyone. MashaAllah, Hussein Babar. He returned. MashaAllah. Actually, he already got his prize, so we just get a handshake for now. Okay, and now I'm just going to go in order here. Okay, Taimur Ikram from grade 5. MashaAllah. Very good. MashaAllah. Thank you. Oh, actually, you know, I should also. These kids. Okay. Abdul Hadi. Give this to Wahab. Give one to Wahab. MashaAllah. Okay, Kadus. It is. And I should also say, actually, this young man over here really worked very hard, turned around himself over the last year, and actually, MashaAllah, very proud of him. You get the candy? Don't forget the candy. It's the whole point of being well behaved, to say you get a candy bar, right? Okay, Inshal. Okay, very good, MashaAllah. Okay, Taha Bilal. You're lucky you're so smart. Okay. Not yet, not yet. We'll give candy later. No, not now. This is for the other kids. Okay. All right. He is not getting the behavior award. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 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 Noman Ikram. Oh, actually, it's tough for him to come up. We want to just bring it back to him? Yeah, actually, I do want to say, Noman, mashallah, it happened to your foot, and you still kept coming to class every week, and he made a special point of making sure that he took his exams. His mother called us up, made sure that he took his exams, so mashallah, the commitment, much appreciated, mashallah. Okay, so those are the students. Was there, who was on the, those were this, the 85 and up?
Okay, you have,
Behavior.
you finished it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Next are the students who we want to also recognize. They were not mentioned already, but these students in addition had excellent behavior throughout the year, and we want to give special recognition to that, right? Because part of being in the masjid is respecting the masjid, respecting your teachers, respecting the education process, all those good values that Maulana Ibrahim discussed earlier. So I'm just going to call you guys up. Please come up and collect your prizes. Maz Siddiqui. Okay. Rayyan Siddiqui. Is he? Oh, he's not here. Okay. We'll also collect for yourself. Rayyan and Rafi. Okay. Hamza Asif and Zashan Asif. Okay, mashallah, you guys are very, you got, good job.
From that class, we had these brothers.
Yeah. There are some in that grade 6 class that made other people just stand out a little better. Made a little easier contrast. Hamza Khan. Okay, mashallah. Very good. Very good. Okay, Nabil. Masoom Syed. candy right now. Okay, mashallah. And Azan Farhan. I think someone snatched the candy.
That's fine, it's fine.
I'll find this. Okay, mashallah everyone. Jazakallah for another great year. Inshallah, I see we have a few more parents here. I just want to mention Malana Ibrahim, inshallah, is going to be opening up a discussion about our school process. Many things are going well. Some things I think there are many things, inshallah, we can improve. And as Malana mentioned, there are so many students now. You came here, you were in diapers, now you're in high school. A lot of the first generations that were here, they've graduated now, right? Some of them are in college. So a lot of the parents who've been through this process, some of the students that have been with us through the process, we really need to hear from you. Because in order for our community to grow, we need to bring in new parents, new students, new families, right? And so we need your input. We really need your help. So please take that seriously, and please take as an open offer to speak with us. And inshallah, Malana is also going to be gathering everyone for a series of discussions, a real comprehensive review. So everyone, jazakallah for a wonderful year. Inshallah, we have a summer program that's going to be starting after Ramadan, 2 weeks after Ramadan. Unfortunately, we weren't able to print it out today. On Friday and all throughout Ramadan, we will have the flyer brochures here. It's going to be like it was a few years ago, where there's field trips and a lot more activity. Malana has a very good plan here. So inshallah, we'll talk about that in more detail. Jazakallah, everyone.
One of my favorites that will be included in that program, if Allah wills, we will have a trip to Bear Mountain. We had some years back with Wanana Alim and Mustafa, beautiful barbecue. Inshallah, we have that in the plan. There is some other ones, we won't disclose it today. Some very interesting field trips we have. So we request, inshallah, the parents, the students, you can take part in it. It will be great, inshallah. Jazakumullah. Okay. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. All the students, you need to come and get your report cards to study it. We'll have Salah. Inshallah, right after Salah, we will have the food waiting for us, inshallah. Okay? Jazakumullah khair. I have to say Jazakallah to all the students, all of those who work very hard. May Allah reward you, protect you. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala especially reward the parents. The big sacrifice that I really acknowledge, the parents who have done all the sacrifice, bringing you, making sure that you're learning, you're practicing, you're being punctual, coming, dropping you and picking you up. They have to make double trip. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all of the parents. Jazakumullah khair.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح